Hi.
Hi, Olivia. I'm Marilyn.
Good morning. Nice to meet you.
I'm the nurse practitioner that's going to see you today. So tell me what I can do for you today.
Well, I'm here because I'm starting a new job. I don't have any insurance, and they want a health physical. So,
what's your job? That's pretty exciting.
Well, I'll actually be working as a counselor at one of the schools here, and
very cool.
They obviously need that sort of thing, so they make sure you're healthy to work around people, especially kids.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's really exciting. So, when was the last time you had a physical?
It's been a couple years. I hadn't been working so much because I've been staying at home with my fiance's kids and going to school. Okay. So I've only been working part-time.
Okay.
So it's been 2 or 3 years.
Okay. So it sounds like you're in a long-term relationship at this point.
Well, about 5 years now.
Okay, great. How old are the kids that?
His kids are 10 and 8.
Big kids. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, do you have any kind of health issues?
No.
So no heart problems, asthma. Mm-hmm. How about, what are your menstrual cycles like?
Yeah, they're pretty regular.
Okay.
And try to stay somewhat physically fit, be active when I can.
Okay.
Probably stand to lose about 10, 15 pounds. I'm not really too concerned about it.
Okay. And when you say you try to be active, what kinds of things are you doing?
I do hiking in the summertime and some skiing in the wintertime. Occasionally I'll go to the gym when I have the energy to do it.
Okay. And what kinds of things are you eating? What's your diet like?
Pretty restricted diet. I try to stay clean eating.
Okay.
Cook most of my meals at home.
Okay. That we can control what goes in there
exactly.
when we do our own cooking. Yeah, exactly. Can you tell me when your last period was, please, if you remember?
It was last month on the 15th.
Okay. And was that a normal cycle for you?
Yes,
normal
it was.
timing?
Mm-hmm.
Are you using anything for birth control right now?
Yes.
What are you using?
I'm on a progesterone birth control.
Okay. And are you doing well with that?
Yes.
Any problems?
I've been on it for a few years.
Okay. All right. So I have several questions that I routinely ask folks when they come in for just general health exams today, and I'd like to ask you a few questions about alcohol use first. In a typical week, how many drinks do you have that contain alcohol?
Probably none.
None, okay. And in the past 90 days, how many times have you had more than 3 drinks on one occasion?
None.
Okay. How many drinks does it take to make you feel high?
1, probably.
And have people annoyed you by criticizing your drinking?
No, I don't really drink that much.
It sounds like it. Have you felt you ought to cut down on your drinking at all?
No.
Have you ever had a drink first thing in the morning to steady your nerves or get rid of a hangover?
Never.
Do you know anybody, any friends who would answer positively to any of these questions?
A couple people came to mind.
Okay, all right. So one of the things that I might just share with you is some information about what lower risk drinking looks like for women. And you can be the emissary that then shares that with your friends, should you choose to do that. So women process alcohol really differently from the way men do. And that means that the dose of the alcohol hits us a little bit faster and it stays with us longer. So for safe or lower risk drinking for women, we need to make sure that we're drinking 1 drink a day or less, so 7 or less drinks per week. And the thing about our culture that's really interesting is that we use alcohol to sell a lot of things. We use alcohol to advertise our sports and everything else. And we also live large in our culture, which means that bigger is better. And so we, a standard drink, by definition, say a beer is 12 ounces, but sometimes I'm talking to individuals and they'll say, oh, I only had 1 beer, and then when I ask them what that beer was, they'll tell me it's a tall boy, which is 42 ounces, which is the equivalent of 3.5 drinks. For wine, the other thing that I'm seeing is that we have giant wine glasses today, and a single pour or single dose of alcohol for wine would be 5 ounces, and guess what? You pour 5 ounces into one of those big glasses and it doesn't look like very much. So our friends may be drinking like 2 drinks on an occasion and not even know it. Same thing with shots. You know, that's popular to go to the bar and throw back a few shots. And unfortunately, each one of those is at least one drink and sometimes more. So your level of drinking is, you know, very, very healthy for you, and it sounds like you've got some good things going for you. But share that information with your friends.
Absolutely.
The other thing I guess that I would say is the definition of a binge for women is different from men too. So men, if they drink 4 or more drinks in a 2-hour time period, that's their binge level. We get less. Ours is 3.
Okay.
So that's a hard conversation to have with people, but one of the things that I share with clients that are doing that is to think about maybe drinking something that's non-alcoholic every other drink. And sometimes you can get something that looks kind of party-like in a pretty glass that's like cranberry juice and 7-Up, and it's not alcohol, but it might, you know, if you've got other people around that are pressuring, you know, not you necessarily, but your friends to drink, that would be a solution that they could try.
Fantastic.
Okay, so let's move on, and we'll ask you your other history questions and then get your exam done and get you out of here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.